Please subscribe math.com and don't forget to hit the bell icon for new video notification. Today I am going to share a shortcut to the use substitution method that we have discussed in our previous lecture, that how you can use a use substitution method in integrals while you came across the three different situations. But this shortcut will be applicable only in two situations that we have discussed out of three in the previous lecture. So if you have seen the previous lecture, then you will get the idea that what situations we have discussed there, and out of three, on which situations we can use this shortcut method. So don't get confused about these two expressions that I have written here. You will see it is quite much easier, and you can solve an integral in just few minutes, or you can say in just few seconds, if you get a grip on it. So we'll start with these two and you can say formulas, and you came across finding the integral of some function. But when you can apply this shortcut, let's see. I have written here two expressions. Now let's see what does that mean. Don't get confused, it is so easier. At the end of this lecture, you will see you will be able to solve the integrals by using this shortcut rather than using use substitution method. So first we will see with this first expression. This expression is just the same as the situation we have seen in our previous lecture, that is a situation in which we have a function and its derivative is multiplying with that function. Same is the case in this expression. If I label here, then you will get to know that it is exactly the same. So this f of x represent this function, and n is the power. It could be 1, 2, 3, but keep this in mind, n should not be equal to -1. If it is equal to -1, then we have to apply this second one, this second expression, and this, or you have to use this second formula rather than the first. So this is the function and this is the derivative. So it is exactly the same situation as we have discussed in our previous lecture, that if you came across a situation in which a function is multiplying by its derivative, then you have to use a use substitution method that we have discussed in our previous lecture. But here you don't need to use a use substitution method, you just need to apply this formula, in which what we have seen, we have to see the expression after the equality, where what we have done, we have just add 1 to the power of the function. That is, you have to add 1 to the power of this function and divide it by the same. That is basically the rule of integration. When you find the integration of a certain function, you just add 1 to the power and divide it by the same, and you have to add plus c, and that's it. This is how you can find the derivative of the functions instead of using the use substitution method, only in case you came across such a situation. So this is the situation number 1. Now we will discuss the situation number 2, and we will see those examples that we have seen in the previous lecture. We will solve those examples by using this shortcut as well. Then you will come to know how easier this method is. This was the first formula. You can say that this is a formula that you have to apply while finding the indefinite integral of a function. Now we have another situation out of those three situations that we have discussed in our previous lecture. What is that? Let's see. So the second situation that we have studied in our previous lecture is when you came across a derivative of a function in the numerator and the function itself in the denominator. Then what you have to do, you have to apply the use substitution method. But when you came across the shortcuts, then you have to apply this formula, where let's see how this formula looks like. In this formula we have f dash of x. This f dash of x is the derivative, this one. So this is the derivative, and this f of x inverse means the f of x is in the denominator. So this, or you can say the function is in the denominator, so it is represented by this. So this is the same situation. So this is a formula. If you came across the function like this, in which you have a function in the numerator, in the denominator, and its derivative in the denominator, what you have to do is just write natural log of f of x. Now what is f of x? F of x is this function. You have to write this function here, that is natural log of f of x, that is the same as it is written in this formula, plus c. So this is how you can use these two formulas to find the integration of the functions that are either multiplying with their derivatives, or or the derivative is in the numerator. So this was just the explanation. Now let's apply this on the examples that we have already seen in our previous lecture, on which we have applied the U substitution method, and you will see how easier it will be to solve those examples by using this shortcut. So these are the two examples that we have used in our previous lectures while finding the integration by using U substitution method, and now we are using a shortcut to U substitution method. Let's see how it will work. So in the example number 1, here we have 3x plus 2. Now just look at this, that you don't have the derivative here. As the derivative of 3x, if I write the derivative of 3x plus 2, it will be 3. So you must have 3 here, but currently what you have is, if you can say, you have 1 here, that is multiplying with the function, but you don't have 3 here. So it is not a big deal to have 3 here. So whenever you want to put a constant in some functions to make it in a form that a formula can be applied, you just multiply and divide by that constant. So what we have to do is we just need to multiply and divide by this function by 3 to get it in the form that we want. 3x plus 2 power 5 multiplied by 3. I'll write 3 in a different color for your ease, dx, and divide it by 3. So I'll take the 3 out, that is going to be divided. So if we cancel these both 3, we will get the function as it is. Now it is clear here that we have a function and its derivative as well. This is what? F of x with the power n is 5 here, with the power n, and n is 5 here, and this is f dash of x, that is the derivative of the given function. So how easier it is now. Now we'll write its answer. 1 by 3 will be as it is, but we have seen in the formula, we just need to add 1 to the power and divide it by the same. We will do the same here. What is the actual function? Actual function is 3x plus 2 and its power is 5. So we will add 1 to its power and we will divide it by the same. 5 plus 1 equals to 1 by 3, 3x plus 2 power 6 divided by 6. So 3x plus 2 power 6 divided by 6 plus c. Or you can multiply the denominator. 6 into 3 equals to 18 and you will get the answer. So this is the derivative of the given function. We need not to use a U substitution method in such a case. Now similarly, let's see how you can apply it to the example number 2, where you have a derivative in the numerator and the actual function in the denominator. Now in such a case, what you have to do, let's see. Now just look at this example. Here we have a derivative in the numerator and the function in the denominator. But one thing that is very important to be noted here, that we cannot apply this shortcut here. But why? The reason is the power of the function is not 1 here. It means in the denominator, the power of the function should be 1 in order to apply this shortcut. So if you have 1 minus x square in the denominator like this with no square root, then you can apply this rule, that natural log of this function. So for that, I do have another example for you. That is, have another example where we have 1 divided by x dx. Now in this example, the power of the function that is in the denominator is 1, and in the numerator we have the derivative of that function. So what we will do, we just write straightly, it is natural log of x plus c. So keep this in mind that whenever you are going to apply this shortcut, the function that is in the denominator should have the power equal to 1, and if you move that function in the numerator, it should be equal to -1. That is, it will get inverse as you move something from denominator to the numerator. So you can't apply this shortcut on the functions having the power other than 1. So same is the case if I have the if I take another example where we have example as -2x divided by under root divided by 1 minus x square. Now this function has a power of 1 and its has a power of 1 and its numerator has the derivative of this function. Now we can easily apply the rule that, or you can say apply the formula, that is formula number 2 here to find the integral. So here the integral will be natural log of 1 minus x square plus c. So have you got the idea that we have to use these two formulas in two situations? First, when you have a function and its derivative is multiplying by it, and the power of the function could be any other than -1 in the first case. In the second case, you should have a function in the numerator, in the denominator, and its derivative in the numerator, but one restriction, that the power of that function should be 1 in the denominator, and when you move it to the numerator, it becomes -1. So these are the restrictions to these shortcut, but this is an easiest way, the quickest way. So that's all from today's lecture. Thank you.